All right, welcome back. So this is another game with our Ascendancy combo, and this time we're going to be on the play. Do Flooded Strand, and we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. That Lane of Sanctity doesn't really do us any favors when we're trying to peek and to tax and probe look at their hand. It doesn't really affect our combo as long as we can keep going off. We'll be pretty well set. We won't be able to bolt them in their face, but we will be able to get a Fate Stitcher into our graveyard, bring it back, and attack for a huge sum. So we'll just keep fetching out lands. We'll keep up Remand here. We'll see what they want to play. They have their own Flooded Strand and a Nykthos, so it looks like some sort of white control deck with some blue splash. I'm guessing they're going to all be white enchantments. I've seen other decks like this before where they get their devotion from these enchantments, so they'll probably have other hate cards that lock us out. Hopefully they don't have things to attack our graveyard, but they very well might. I think I should have gotten a Steam Vents there because they're going to play that Spreading Seas on me again. So we'll keep up this Flooded Strand. We'll peek at our own hand. I was kind of hesitant to this the first time I did this on X-Mage. Wasn't sure if my opponent would see my hand, but they don't see it, so it's just revealed to me. There's my Ascendancy, so I will play it next turn. Get my Fate Stitcher in my graveyard next turn. There's a Spreading Seas. I'm okay with that. I don't mind islands, especially with this Lightning Bolt kind of being a dead card in my hand right now. Even this Path to Exile is dead. There's things I could cast. Actually, the Path to Exile, I will probably loot that away after I play this Ascendancy. So Glacial Fortress was a nice draw. Oh, gotta play that first, right? Play Glacial Fortress, play out the Ascendancy. And then probe myself. Put Fate Stitcher into my graveyard. Serum Visions, nice draw. Bring out Fate Stitcher. Untap a Steam Vents. Play another Serum Visions. Draw a bunch of probes next time I draw. So we should have cantrips like crazy now. So we'll slowly get our Fate Stitcher up to speed. But look, we're on our, we got 4 lands out. They had their 3, they're tapped out. They have white. Obviously don't have Had the Exile, otherwise I'm sure they would have used it. And we'll draw our card. And we'll untap land. We'll cast Mage Attacks and Probes for free. Now we'll have 2 mana up, so this will give us our remand if we need it. We can discard a path or a lightning bolt here, neither of which are good. Our opponent just asked, is it over? Well, I have 5 cards in my hand that all will untap my Fate Stitcher, so the odds of me losing at this point are pretty slim. Got rid of the pass. Now everything I can target everything, right? I can cast a spell and even remand it if I needed to. With Jataxan Probe followed with remand, and they're like, "Can you kill me this turn?" I'm like, yes, I can kill you this turn. Of course I can, unless they can stop this. So, all right, so they conceded. So we're going to bring a Young Pyromancer plan. Sounds like they have things to target us and hate us out a little bit. Worried about my graveyard and having like a rest in peace or something. So we'll bring in Young Pyromancers. We'll take out our Path to Exile. I didn't see any creatures. I don't know if they play any. I actually don't know what their win condition is. So we'll play it out this way. Take out a couple of remands. They seem pretty weak. We'll leave the lightning bolts in because they can target them if we can get rid of that Lalian of Sanctity. They don't have it on the play so far. No. I think we can keep this. We have 2 Sleight of Hands, Thought Scour, Young Pyromancer, and just Ascendancy. We have everything we want. So I think we'll see what we draw. Serum Visions, so that's great. So next turn we can Serum Visions and look for a land. And then we can have the Sleight of Hands. We get out that Young Pyromancer, and we could really be in business pretty quickly. Greater Aromancy. Okay, so I guess we won't be destroying any of their enchantments. At least not without destroying that one first. But we're on the beat you down plan, so as long as I don't have a way to hate us out on our beatdown plan, we'll win this one pretty handily too. Serum Visions, got our Flooded Strand. Yeah, we will put Lightning Bolt to then Scalding Tarn. So we want Scalding Tarn to be drawn next turn. So we're not going to crack this Flooded Strand. We want to get that Scalding Tarn, get to 3 mana. Nevermore. We see if they name Jeskai Ascendancy. That's what I would do. It really shuts us down. They don't know about our Young Pyromancer. So we'll see what they Nevermore. The Jeskai Ascendancy is my guess. That's what I would do. And they name Fate Stitcher? Well, that doesn't do anything because I want to get my Fate Stitchers into my graveyard. And they're not cast from my graveyard, so I can play them, right? They're just, it's an ability, so that doesn't shut that off at all. Okay. So we'll get our mana up going now. And we'll do Young Pyromancer, followed by a Sleight of Hand. Yeah. Now we have some attackers on board. Oh, nice. So we get our Serum Visions. Next turn we can play out our Jeskai Ascendancy, or we can just go to town with these tokens. I think that's a Ghostly Prison. Well, that changes things. Well, now we'll play out our Ascendancy. We'll just go for value now. We'll pick and choose the cards we want, and we just have to pass. Disenchant on my Ascendancy. It's okay. Font of Vigor, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Devotion on their Nykthos. That's pretty good. Attacks and Probe. I have one card, not really worth my time. Young Pyromancer. Triggers off the Serum Visions. I know Pyromancer Ascension would be a good card to draw on too. Fate Stitcher and Jeskai Ascendancy. Let's see what we face down now. Left up Remand, but it looks like they're going to play Porphyry Nodes. I'm not really worried about that. It just means I get to sacrifice a creature with the least power. So that means one of these tokens are going to go each upkeep of my opponents. That's okay with me. Lightning Bolt, triggering Young Pyromancer, hitting my opponent down. There's my Ascendancy. Which attacks and Probe. Triggers a Young Pyromancer. Gets me my Flooded Strand, showing they have a Pithing Needle in hand. Pay the Jeskai Ascendancy. They should just play the Pithing Needle on my Fate Stitcher. I think that would have been a smart play. I think they're under the impression that Nevermore shuts that down, but it does not work that way. That much I do know. Get more Young Pyromancer triggers. If I had some way to get rid of that font of the Ghostly Prison, I would do it. Echoing Truth would work. I'd have to destroy it, right? Oh wait, it has Shroud. So I have to get rid of the Greater Aromancy first. So there's a Pyromancer Ascension. That's going to let me really go off. I've got a graveyard that's pretty full right now. So I don't know what they're going to do to shut me down. But, oh, they're going to let us each draw a card? Sweet! Sure, sacrifice a token to Porphyry Nodes. And what's the play? We each draw a card again. Young Pyromancer, so that's something to pitch to Jeskai Ascendancy. No Pithing Needle? Sweet! Okay, we're going off. So we will pull this Fate Stitcher out, and we will do it with 4 mana available to us. And we'll be able to get this Pyromancer's Ascension online and Lightning Bolt them hard. Plus, I'll be able to attack with probably 2 creatures this turn. So I can get them as buff as I need to. Untap. Untap. Pyromancer Ascension. Untap Steam Vents. And here we go, off to the races. Oh, if I could only attack with everybody, this game would be over in a hurry. But that Ghostly Prison slows me down. See if, yep, we got there. Match 2 won. So there we go. Jeskai Ascendancy combo, doing it again. Thanks for watching.